we'll be talking about creating a whole new project program on P6 and what it involves. Come with me.
One man beats on the track.
Hello, JD Obat here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be continuing our P6 tutorial series and we're going to get into creating a new project. Last week it was all about understanding the interface of P6 just so that you have a rough understanding of what P6 looks like when you open up the software. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm going to put the link to take you to that video, or if you just need a refresher about what the P6 interface looks like, you can also click on the link and go to that video. But for today, we'll be talking about creating a whole new project program on P6 and what it involves. Come with me. Welcome back to my P6 interface. Today we are in the project layout because we are trying to create a new project. But before we move on, I want to show you that I do have other listed projects already existing in the program, project 1 to 6. These are just titles of the EPS and they have their own projects within them. So we're going to be creating an EPS for project 7 and we're going to be adding projects into that EPS. EPS is simply the enterprise project structure. Enterprise project structure is just in simple terms like the hierarchy of things. Like in my last video, I mentioned how the WBS is like Windows documents where you open it up and you see more documents in it, and you open it up and you see more documents in it until you see an activity. The EPS is just the same way, but it is for projects, not just activities. So there are different ways to add a new project to P6. You can simply right click and you get an option of adding a new project. Once you do that, you get this option of selecting where you want to put your project. And this is where you get the EPS nodes. And EPS nodes are simply all of the things you're already seeing on this side here. You just need to choose where you want your project to be. Do you want your project to be in project 1, project 2, project 3, or any of the projects? Presently, we want it to be in project 7, which we don't have yet, but we're going to get there soon. We're going to click on the main one, and add it. If you finish, this gives you a new project line on your EPS, not in any of the project list, but just on its own. I'm going to delete this and we're going to do it all over again, but in a different way. You can also add a new project on P6 by clicking on the function key on the left hand side here that says new. It's just a file folder with addition on it, and if you click on it, it gives you the same option. It gives you the option to pick out the EPS where you want your new project to be. Do you want it to be in project 1, project 2, or project 6? Like I mentioned, we're trying to build a new EPS, so we don't want it in any of these projects. So we're going to keep it on the main one up here saying all initiatives, and we're going to add the new project. We're going to finish it without adding any more dates. And there we have it. We still have a new project up here. But in order to create a new project, there are other things involved. I can delete this now and show you another way to add a new project. You can also add a new project by highlighting the main place, coming all the way to your right hand side toolbar, all the way on the side here, clicking on it, same process. The EPS option comes out, you look for where you want to put your new project and you click on it. This time, let's put it in project 1 and close. Sorry, we're going to put it in project 1 and then we're going to finish. If you click on project 1 right now, you're going to see that it has come under here as a new project. You can end up editing it over here and changing the names. But those are the easiest way to create a new project if you are unsure of a lot of the details about the project and you just want to start something. But if you have a little bit more information about the project and you want to start it in a more organized version, like everything needs to be in place, there's another way to go about it, and I'm going to show that now. You're going to start by creating your own EPS. So like I said, this is project 6 and I want to create an EPS called project 7 so that because I have all the information I need for that project. I'm going to go to the menu bar up here and click on enterprise, and I'm going to click on another the enterprise link here that has this pyramid. And it's going to give me an option of where I want to put my project instead of the way we did it before, where we chose the project after we had created it. But I want to create a new EPS. And instead of putting in any of them 1, 2 to 6, I'm going to create a new one over here. I'm going to name it project 7 with a name, YouTube training. I've added a new EPS because I know what I want to do with my new project, and now I'm going to add a project to this new EPS by closing this out. Now I have created an EPS called Project 7 YouTube Training. I can now start adding a new project into Project 7. So now there are two ways to do it, like I mentioned, and I'm going to be adding two projects showing that. Let's start with the one on the left-hand side. If I click on the one on the left-hand side that says New, it wouldn't take me straight to adding it into the YouTube training EPS. It's going to still give me the option of choosing what EPS I want this project to be in. And I would have to scroll down to choose that I want it in the YouTube training section of Project 7. To add more information into this, I'm going to go next and change the name of the project. So now we're going to be calling this project ID YT200 as YouTube 200, and we're going to be calling it Building Offices, just for short. We're going to go next. Let's assume that the project was planned to start today, but I don't know when the project is going to finish because maybe things have not been sorted to agree on that. We're going to assume that we don't have all of the information for this particular project, and we're going to just try to create it with the information that we have. Moving forward, responsible manager, we're going to still keep it as the enterprise because it is under the EPS, but you can pick more of who the responsible manager could be. It could be energy people, the energy sector, the manufacturing sector, but for now we're just going to leave it at the enterprise. We're going to go next. We're going to keep it at the standard rate. We're not changing any rate, but if we wanted to change it, we could change the rate at which we're going to work on the project. We could change the rate if we wanted to, and then we're going to finish. And there you have it. We have a new project in our YouTube training EPS. If we close this down, it closes up. If we open it, it shows that we have a project called Building Offices. Moving forward, I would add another project to this program using the add project key on the right hand side. P6 works a lot with what you've highlighted because I have highlighted the YouTube training. If I add in from the right hand side, it automatically puts me where I want to be, which is the YouTube training EPS. However, using this function key on the left hand side, regardless of where I highlighted, it will take me to the main option of choosing which EPS I want to. But on this other side, I just need to highlight exactly where I want the new project to be, and it's going to be in that EPS. So if I click here on the right hand side, it automatically puts the project on the EPS I want it to be, and I don't need to change it. However, if I still wanted to change it, I could. So we're going to go next. We're going to call this YT300, which is YouTube 300, just because. And then we're going to call this Building Houses. Next. Still assuming that the project starts on the 2nd of May, we're going to have a must finish date of 2026 December, if that is an agreed contractual date between you and a client or not. We're going to go next. Still leave the responsible manager as the enterprise, and we're going to leave it as a standard rate, and then we're going to finish. And now we have two projects, one building offices, one building houses. If you open up these projects, they are going to be blank because we have no activities on them, just their title, just their EPS titles. And then in our next video, we're going to talk about how we add WBSs, how we are going to add new activities to each of these projects for the building of the houses and the building of the offices. Thank you so much for your time. I don't know if I explained this very well, but thank you so much for your time, and I'm going to see you in my next video. I'm going to be talking about adding WBSs to this new projects and adding activities. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be encouraged to keep doing this. Thank you and bye.